What's going on, MMA fans? Man, it is time for MMA Roundup, MMA Roundup number 4. One of my favorite times of the month to do this. I love doing this segment, and I'm sure other MMA enthusiasts in the MMA YouTube community love this as well. So I'm going to run over the fight of the month, the KO of the month, submission of the month, and of course the event of the month. I don't have a bad call of the month, so I don't have that category. So I'm going to run over those 4. As always, this segment is intended to allow the fellow MMA YouTube commentators to do video responses with their picks for the fight of the month, KO of the month, submission of the month, bad call of the month, and event of the month. And also for you, the viewer and the subscriber, to post on this video with a comment what you thought was the fight of the month, KO of the month, submission of the month, bad call of the month, and the event of the month. So let's get into these. I'm going to start from the beginning with the fight of the month. And I'm going to run over the winner and, of course, the runner-up of what I thought. The first one would be Carlos Condit versus Hiromitsu Miura. This was a awesome fight if you got to see it. It was back and forth, had everything you really wanted in a fight. Nothing really bested this out. I know a lot of people had mixed emotions about this fight and said, well, you know, it could be fight of the month, and again, it couldn't be. I thought it was a great fight. I thought it was back and forth. I think the only round that really just kind of was disappointing was round 4, where both guys were just so gassed that you know, neither one looked like they could stand up anymore. But you had a fast-paced fight. You had action back and forth. You had slick groundwork. I mean, it was great. It was a great fight. Runner-up, I would give to Roger Huerta, Kenny Florian. That fight was a great technical fight, very entertaining to watch. I thought it was back and forth. I thought it was a great fight. And I give the runner-up to Roger Huerta, Kenny Florian. So let's move on to the KO of the month, knockout of the month, of course. I think this one was a clear-cut winner, at least to me. I'll see what everyone else picks, but I went with Rob Emerson versus Manny Gamburyan. Holy crap. When you know you get knocked down, you try to sit back up, and a dude says, no, go back down, and pops you in the face and you know, flatlines you. There's not very many knockouts like this one. And this one, you know, kind of was comical in a sense. And when I say that, I was watching Karsten's video back when he did his review video for this event, and the way he mentioned it was that Rob Emerson saw Manny Gamburyan sub, he said, sit your, and then sat him back down. The way that Carsten said that made me laugh, and that's why, in a sense, I found this comical. Not laughing at either fighter, not laughing at the sheer fact that either guy got knocked out. I respect both these guys as fighters, and would never disrespect them, but in the sense of how Karsten approached the outlook of it, I thought it was comical in a sense. My runner-up would go to Jamie Varner over Marcus Hicks. Another nasty knockout. Just Jamie Varner lit up Marcus Hicks with every single combination you can imagine to finish that fight, and he did. He finished it all right, without a doubt. And Jamie Varner gets the runner-up. This was actually a close. I almost picked Jamie Varner and Marcus Hicks over Rob Emerson, but just the way that knockout occurred with Rob Emerson and Manny Gamburyan, if you haven't seen it, you'll see why I picked it for my knockout of the month. Submission of the month. Two really what's the word? Two really prominent submissions that we got to see. My submission of the month would go to Mike Budnick over Greg McIntyre with the triangle choke. Very slick triangle choke, pulled it off in a great fashion, secured it, controlled it, and won. My runner-up will go to Ben Saunders over Ryan Thomas with the armbar. Very slick armbar, was nasty, and he looked impressive in that fight. Ben Saunders did. I was really impressed with him once again. But my submission of the month goes to Mike Budnick over Greg McIntyre. My runner-up, Ben Saunders over Ryan Thomas with the armbar. So fight of the month, Carlos Condit versus Hiromitsu Miura. KO of the month, Rob Emerson, flatlining Manny Gamburian. Submission of the month, Mike Budnick, triangle choking Greg McIntyre. And my event of the month, without a doubt, one of the best UFC cards this year, UFC 87. You had everything you wanted on this card. If you're a diehard MMA fan or even a new MMA fan, you got everything you wanted. You had several great fights. You had action-packed back and forth. I mean, you had everything you wanted as an MMA fan. So I think UFC 87 definitely stole event of the month without a doubt. As always, leave me some comments, constructive, negative, positive. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this gives the fellow MMA YouTube commentators here in the MMA YouTube community to do a video response with their picks. And also for you, the viewer and the subscriber, to leave comments of what you thought were the fight of the month, KO of the month, submission of the month, bad call of the month, and event of the month, respectively. So, as always, like I said, leave the comments. And I will be back for the month of September, next month, to do my MMA Roundup number 5. Of course, this one was for August. And on that note, you guys have a great day.